distractions, and well, yeah, the usual, something that has been in your playlist this week, either podcast or music. Uh, let's start with Ana Marie. Welcome.
She's frozen, I think.
Yeah, she just froze. Okay, let's. While she comes back, let's go to um, you, Edu. How about that?
Sure. Intention for this call is to see what's up on comms. Um, and then distractions, I have none. And this week I have had this song that it's very silly. It's called Around the World. It's a 90s song, and I got hooked to it because of flash mob that I saw with that song. So I have been hooked with that. And I will pass it on to Nate.
Oh man, I missed out. What's the question? Is it music?
Intentions, distractions, and something that has been in your playlist this past week.
All right. Intentions to catch up with everything comms related, to update everybody else on HubSpot, and then no distractions at the moment. Just hanging out with my family, so I guess that could be a distraction, but not really. In my playlist, I've got a bunch of Lupe Fiasco, and yeah, just been listening to Lupe for a little while now. So I'll pass it to Zepti.
Thanks, Nate. Yeah, my intention is to sync up with you guys, see where I can support on comms. And yeah, and music. Actually, we were on a restaurant with Edu today, listening some Japanese music, so it was awesome. And yeah, I'll pass it to Lauren.
Hey guys. Yep. Same. My intentions are to be here and to sync up with comms, maybe talk about the forum posts or just see what's going on really. On my playlist is I've been listening to like songs from like the 70s, the 60s and 70s. I've been listening to like Time of the Season by Zombies. It's a super funky song and I've just been like real jamming to that. Yeah, not distracted. I got in a little late this time. I'm not sure who's gone, and so forgive me if you didn't go, but I passed it to Anne Marie. Oh, you're on mute.
Yes, you're muted, Anne Marie. We can hear you, Anne Marie.
I think she froze again.
Wonka.
Yeah, go Funka.
Yeah. Thanks. Well, my intention is to sync with comms. I arrived yesterday to my house in Barranquilla, so I am happy back home. And I am like getting in touch with everything what is happening. I am reading the forum and like answering a lot of things. So maybe I'm a little bit distracted by that, but my intention is to be here with you guys. And I was listening to a guy that I knew in a bar in Cusco that calls himself San Kirama, and he plays pre-Hispanic down tempo. So it's like electro music, but it has like a lot of old chants, and it's like it's good. It's alternative, but it's good. And I will pass to Escanor.
Okay. Hi guys. For our intentions, I want to talk about stuff related to comms and see how I can help you guys. I don't have distractions right now, and in my playlist, I know Chuy hate this, but I have Bad Bunny Yonaguni. Who else is left here? Maybe Septimus.
Really went. Let's pass it to Katie.
Okay.
Thanks. Sorry I'm late. Yeah, just wanting to catch up here at comms, and I have a headache. That's my distraction. But otherwise, music. I just got back from a run and I was listening to the Pixies. So, yeah, everybody loves the Pixies. And if you don't love them, check out the old stuff like Surfer Rosa and Doolittle. And I will pass back to Chuy because I don't know who might still be out there. Thanks.
Yeah, I think that's it. Wait, David, did you go?
No, I haven't gone yet.
Okay.
It's no distractions, and here to learn more about comms and how to help out and meet everybody. In my playlist is how to learn Docker desktop because I'm studying.
Nice.
Okay, so for me, intentions, I want to mostly sync with you guys on the campaign that we're gonna start this next week, and yeah, just like so to have like an overview and have like input from everybody. I have no distractions, and as for a playlist. I have been listening to. Yeah, I think I recommended it like in the past, but Kikagaku Moyo. They are like they are a Japanese band. They're really awesome. So I would really recommend to everyone. Okay, so for today's agenda, we're gonna have like an overview of our Twitter planning because. There I believe there has been like some confusion like about the like when somebody needs to submit a request for Twitter or stuff like that. So just we just wanted to like have a quick overview of what's going to happen in the next days. So we have in the agenda that we need for this week, we have the Gitcoin grants, the impact, our intervention, of course, and then like eventually the runoff vote. Um, we also have like some of the evergreen content, which we're gonna be expanding in the next weeks. Uh, and also we have like some engagement polls that you're gonna see. So if you don't follow already the TEC on Twitter, please do. We're gonna be asking like some like open questions for people to engage. So it's just like one of the strategies that we're trying like before we start the hatch campaign to get more engagement and maybe be able to get out there to more people. So if you need to either like draft something or suggest something, just go to the content planning Twitter, which is in our manifesto, and it's also I think it's in the agenda. Well, I just included it in the agenda here. So if you need like any kind of like tweet request or want to draft anything, feel free to just like insert a new row and write whatever you need there, and we'll take care of it. We're gonna be using this for much more, and also. We're really trying for to have everything ready on HubSpot for the Hatch campaign. So the idea behind HubSpot is to have everything organized in the same platform, which also includes our mailing list, and it's going to be a really important part of the Hatch campaign. So yeah, feel free to like dive in what we're going to be like offering for comms, and yes, this is like some of the Twitter status that we're doing right now. As for the Hatch campaign, I wanted to present something. It's not really like finished, but in a way, it's like an overview of what we're gonna be trying to interact around when we have the hatch dates. So for now, I think our option right now it's the 9th, and we're gonna be starting like on Monday with the launch of our community video. So we're gonna be promoting this in the different platforms that we have in our in the content and distribution. I mean the content and distribution. Um, Sorry, I just missed the content and distribution workflow. So this is this is the process that we're gonna be following in this calendar, and these are like some of the platforms that we're gonna be announcing like these different stuff. So I just wanted to pass like to see if someone has like some like opinions and or inputs in this calendar. And well, we do have also like the content index, but it's our next topic in the agenda. So just like as a quick overview, see if you guys had any like opinions or inputs in it. I know, should I pass it to maybe Nate?
Yeah. So, what would you like me to go over?
Just to see if you have like some input around the activity or some of the stuff that we should be covering, like on also like on top of our regular like evergreen content and stuff like this that we usually promote in our platforms.
Yeah, I think that one of the things that we really need to focus on is especially with social media and tweeting is getting participating within the Token Engineering Commons Twitter. If you do have your own Twitter account, to get active and make sure that you're retweeting, making tweets that are tagging the Token Engineering Commons as much as possible. We're really working on trying to get visibility for the TE Commons Twitter page. So I think that's a huge individual thing that you can do. If you can, push yourself to even post once a week, I think it'd be a huge help. In terms of communications and what we're trying to communicate at this point in time is preparing for the proposals that are coming up for the Commons upgrade. Activating your membership, the Gitcoin grants, of course, that are the round 10 right now. These things are something that you as an individual can do that will help comms improve the analytics that we're using and just keep moving forward with the comms posts that we want to accomplish. So outside of that, I'm not sure what content is great right now. So yeah, I'll pass it to Escanori if he has anything.
Hi guys. So well, let me see. Yeah. For Twitter, like we had this meeting, right, Chuy, and we discussed that we need someone to start doing some engagement with people. So yeah, maybe you guys can help us tweeting to us, maybe mentioning us, so we can start doing some interaction with you guys, and that way we can increase the engagement with the Twitter account.
If I can suggest something, right now our Twitter is more of a board of announcement. Like I feel it's a little bit too we only retweet or share things that belongs or tag us. And I think we should aim to also share information that is really relevant for the token engineer community. Not only the things that tag us or the only thing that sort of mention us, but things that are relevant for us. Could be, for example, starting from the highlights projects that have been in the community calls, to start like probably digging in some of those accounts and see whose of these accounts have information that is relevant for the community, and to sort of create a kind of a track of information with the people who has projects that are satellites to us. But I will kind of slow down the TEC Commons constant featuring of their own material. Like, I feel it's a board of announcements, and we should like aim to sort of switch a little bit to be a point of relevance on content, not only content that it's about our meetings or it's about mentioning us. Just that, dropping that feedback out there.
Okay. Yes, definitely. The engagement part on Twitter and the interaction part with token engineering communities is one of of our goals. In It's just like a tool that it's out there from Twitter that we're not really taking advantage of. Actually, David is here. He has shown some interest in helping us with that. So yeah, actually, like I think we were talking about having a meeting later today. So yeah, we'll be in touch about that, David. Regarding the calendar for the Hatch campaign, does anybody has like some input or some notes on it? If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the screen that I'm currently sharing. Sorry that I didn't have like access to more like a mural board or something that we could all access, but it's just something that I'm gonna be sharing once it's like in its final form. Does anybody have some input on the calendar or the campaign that we're gonna be running?
We'll add some questions, for example, to the hatches, like, do you have any question, or like, if we are, for example, in the first day, something more interactive, like, hey, what do you think about today's lunch? Like, just a little bit more of information that it's more routinary, more like a chill kind of approach. Yeah, something like in those lines. That's the only thing I will add to this. I'm missing out the human aspect in this calendar.
Okay, so I mean, we're gonna be including polls. Actually, this week we're gonna start with that. But I mean, aside from interaction, like regarding content, would you feel that there is a more like we need more content on the cultural build side of it, or I mean, is this what you mean, Edu?
Yeah.
I do think we need more of that.
Okay.
I'm all about that. It's my whole participation here, and I think the main point of value that we bring to token engineering has to do with that. So that's just my thing. I mean, you come for the token engineering, but you stay for the culture.
Okay. Currently, just to be clear about it, the content that we're proposing that is like more of the cultural build is most of the evergreen content, and we also have the community video which we're gonna be pushing, and mostly like all of the stuff around Paris is just like the community itself. It's not really like technical input. And yeah, the idea was to once we approach the closing of the hatch, assuming that we don't reach our maximum goal, I feel that it should get like more technical when we get close to this. But I'll make sure to also include maybe like some stuff on like maybe this proposal on conviction voting and stuff that has more than technical, that it has something to do with the cultural build. We could be looking at that kind of content closer to the hatch close, right? So that people get involved and not only like participate in a more passive way. Okay, does anybody else have some like input on the calendar?
Maybe Chuy. I don't know if it's a good strategy, but making some tweets in Spanish. Also, we are a very transcultural community, and other languages. We can also write and ask for collaboration for writing some tweets in other languages to reach like other kinds of of people. And yeah, I have an event tomorrow for the ETH Colombia community, so I will tag the TEC, and if you retweet me, that's great too. Because we will be talking about governance and culture, and I am going to bring a lot of things that we talk here, but do it in Spanish.
Okay. Escanora, you think you could help us with that?
Yeah, sure. I can translate the tweets. That's easy. Don't worry.
Yeah, and also maybe I don't know if Juan Carlos, maybe like if you'd like to maybe the article on Medium that you have on gravity,
Do
it
you
could
want
be
me?
interesting if we could like do some like work on translation. I wouldn't consider it a priority though, like especially like before the comments upgrade. But for tweets, for the hatch, I feel that it really helps. But maybe like for content like articles and stuff like that, I feel that it's good to keep it in the horizon because it's going to be very useful for the comments upgrade. Uh, but yeah, maybe or unless you think otherwise, one. I don't know. You have like more perspective because of the whole ETH Colombia involvement that you have.
No, I think it's great, and yeah, I was also thinking in writing another article about gravity now that we are almost ending our second roadmap, and we will now be trying to announce or at least to plan and schedule a date for the next graviton training. So yeah, that's like another post that I want to be writing in these next weeks.
Do we want to make a new Twitter account for the Spanish tweets?
No,
I don't
I
think so.
no, yeah, I wouldn't go that direction. It's just like I feel that like one account already is like it has like around a lot of like effort around it, and I feel that another account just like might like dilute the message. So uh, yeah, I feel like retweets and stuff like this, like in Spanish, like also like have it being like inclusive with other languages, but yeah, like I mean, we already have like a Twitter account that has a lot of room for improvement. So yeah, I don't feel that starting a second account could be a good solution right now.
But I was going to say that doesn't mean that Escanore and Wonka, if you guys want to get together and talk about like a strategy of how to best incorporate kind of some of the Spanish speaking communities that are interested in this area to really modify our Twitter account so it's accommodating for multiple languages. I think that would be a good a template and process that we could incorporate for future growth in terms of incorporating other languages and other cultures within this space, because I do think there needs to be a process for that eventually. And if you guys want to talk about it and see if you can set something up, that would be really beneficial for the long term.
That's a good idea. I might as well add, I speak German and French, and maybe I don't think the German is that useful because German people speak English, but French people don't, as Anna Marie could also attest. So just on that note, I don't know if that should probably come in handy during ECC if we want any kind of promotion information in French.
How do you feel about this? Let's maybe we can promote the Spanish channel that we have in the Discord server. Maybe we could promote that. It's like se habla español, or Yeah, something like that, and we could open another text channel for French. And this way, we can just like put out there the messages. Like, we have like some community members that speak Spanish. We have some community members that speak French, and we have these available options for these communities.
And
Yep.
probably Portuguese too, right? And
Maybe having, like some general chat with all these languages, I think that would also be beneficial. So when a lot of people start to coming in, they will see all the chats on their language, and people will start helping. Like if I see something in the Spanish chat going on, I would be willing to help in there, and the same for the other languages. Someone is going to volunteer at some point.
I would also add that not to bite off more than we can chew at this point in time in terms of what we're trying to accomplish. I think that if we start with a single language, maybe Spanish, and really just focus on how to effectively promote that and effectively communicate in that language and have a process for that, then we can start expanding to other languages and other communities. Would be probably the best route to doing it, instead of just going, let's do a bunch of different languages all at once and then kind of do a half-assed job at each of them. I would like to see what works and what doesn't, the obstacles that come with it, with a single language and single community.
Yeah, let's use these next couple of weeks to try promoting the Spanish channel and see how we do. And yeah, I agree with you, Nate. Like, let's try to like make it work and try to like build a community around Spanish first, and then we can start like expanding, because we do have like a lot of people, and even the stewards. Like, there is a lot of language diversity in the stewards. So yes, we could definitely include this in our plans. Okay. Okay, for our content index, I wanted to just like quickly like check in with you, especially you, Nate, that you have been like more involved with the programs forum post. Uh, this is like in the calendar that I showed you. This is like all of the content that we're gonna be like promoting. So I wanted to see like how the feel was in what we have. Like, if it's like also like evergreen, I try to include as much as possible. But like, so some of these issues, like regarding the technical content versus cultural content, right? So I just wanted to quickly go over this index and see if you think that I was leaving anything out, or maybe some stuff that we should like leave out of the hatch campaign. I don't know. So for whatever for whatever ideas that you have, let me share a link of the document, because
Yeah. I think the content map is extremely useful in just tracking everything that we're doing. I would like kind of agree with Durgadas on this in terms of like building more cultural build content. And I had written one a long time ago about engineering communities and stuff, and which was a lot of fun to do. And like, if you were ever in the mood to write, just to show your perspective on how you feel about the cultural build, like what you see and what you look to get out of this experience that that brought you to participate in this community. Like, those things are very, very powerful in terms of just like conveying that to other people in this space. And so I would love to see more blog posts. So if you have something that you want to write about, you should write about it, and we can put it in our Medium. Maybe you can work with Katie, if Katie's willing to work with you, to post it and edit it and get it through the content distribution process. Because I think that'd be a really important thing to do. We need more content around our cultural build and what we're trying to accomplish with it.
Nate, shall we add the Hatcher handbook?
Yep. I have the Hatcher handbook that I'm working on. I'll just send you the link too. We can put that in the content map. I don't think it needs to be tweeted or promoted in any way, really. I don't think it's a really high priority right at this moment. I think that we're going to have it as a PDF and within the Gitbook itself, so people who visit our Hatch page can download it. But yeah, outside of that, I don't think it needs to be, promoted in any way.
Sure. Maybe it would be a good idea to include it in the mailing list, but I don't think like I agree that it might not be as engaging and useful to promote it on Twitter. But maybe the mailing list and maybe include a link every Saturday. I was suggesting to promote the hatch animation video. Maybe we could include it with that. It's like do you want to know more information about the hatch? This is the handbook, or
yeah, we can include it within the post for the hatch animation videos. I think that would be really good. But outside of that, most of the time this is going to be something that people will look at and download if they feel like it. Most people know what's going on, but for those that don't, it'll be good to let them know that it's there.
Okay.
I was just going to say that I write a lot, so if you want me to write something, I can.
That would be amazing, Durgadas, especially from the cultural build perspective. I don't know if Katie, if you'd be willing to review it and then post it once it's done, if you're down to post something, Durgadas.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Are we talking about Medium now?
Yeah, we're just talking about Medium. I think we need more content other than our commons updates in our Medium posts. We really need more content in our Medium page.
Yeah,
Give it a little bit more diversity.
I don't know what I need to do to post on Medium, but I could write something in Word and then maybe pass it along, or maybe somebody can show me how to do that.
Yeah, I mean, Katie, are you willing to look it over if you get a chance?
Yeah, definitely. Of course.
Okay.
I would also be happy to help on that.
Yeah, I mean, the more content we have around the cultural build, the better, in my opinion. I think we should really kind of, do a little blitz here on the cultural build aspect, because it does, bring out the aspirational aspects of like why we're doing all of this, and not just setting up, a commons. It's like this process is very, very important and what it means to other communities.
See, in my view, the more technical information you're going to give somebody, the more number go up people you're going to get. The more culture and information you get, the more real engaged participants and people who want to be educated, and people who want to participate in gravity and so on that you're going to get.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
I will really, really, really try, because I had some ideas. Actually, I don't know if you saw, but I've been sharing around like a video on Luna Maran, a filmmaker, a Mexican filmmaker, and she is coming up with like community cinema and stuff like this. So I've been doing like a lot of research also on like indigenous communities and like all of this also like that has to do with Sean's post. And I've been really like coming up with some ideas, but I'll just really, really try to find the time because I know that this content is really useful. So I'll look into that, Nate, and see if I can come up with something before the hatch.
Yeah, that would be really nice.
Okay, so let's go to the next. Oh, sorry. Are we done with the content with the content map, or do you feel that we're missing something maybe?
No, I think we just keep building the content map. This is just kind of a reference resource for us to utilize when we're, kind of stagnant in terms of comms. So we can, revisit things that are important, and making sure that we're constantly engaging different communities with different forms of content. And so how we organize that content may be something that we can go over at some point, but I don't see it as a high priority at the moment.
Okay. So yeah, I would just like ask everyone to. I'm sorry, David.
I was
Go
just
ahead.
saying it looks really good. It's full of detail, and it will prevent repetition, unwanted repetition of content. It's excellent. And I could try to come up with an article as well in the Medium theme.
That would be really awesome, David.
How I came to tech engineering commons kind of thing. That's. I don't know if I can have that done before the hatch, but I can certainly look into it.
Yeah, and don't put any time barriers on it. Like, if anybody at all is in the writing mood, please write. Like, the more content we have for this Medium page and the more diversity we bring to it, I think the better engagement we have with the general population outside of this industry, and people who are willing to get involved. So yeah, please, if you feel like writing, please write.
Wonderful.
Yeah, actually, that's something that I love about your article, Nate. The one that I included here, like a new member's perspective. It's something that we usually, especially like when we approach the TC for the first time, sometimes we are like not confident, right? Because there is like all this technical stuff going on, and but we all like can see something, and this is very very valuable, this perspective, because like I was warned about this, but once you leave like this newcomer's perspective, sometimes like it's very very difficult to come back and to remember like how it is like when you first approach. So yes, David, like if you want to share anything, please feel free to do so. It's everything is valuable around the cultural build. Okay, so please, if in the next days, like if you come across like some content and you feel like this could help at some point, like even if it's not about the hatch, even if it's like in when we're closer to the comments upgrade, please feel free to jump in the index, and you can add and suggest your own stuff, like the same way the Twitter works. So we're gonna be like coming back to this document, and also, well, as David said, like kind of be like scratching the stuff that we already have in the campaign, so we can diversify around the content that we share. Okay. And our sorry, David, go ahead.
I just asked, where can I find that document content index?
It's in the agenda. If you go to the if you go to the comms channel, usually the bot posts like a reminder, and there's a link to the agenda and call notes.
Okay, thanks.
No worries. And okay, so the last topic in our agenda is a quick like Paris overview of our current like status with plans and all of this. So some here I know that are coming. Those who have like shown interest or mentioned in some of our meetings that are coming are gonna be contacted by Julie, our event planner, and she's gonna be taking care of like details and logistics like around travel plans. I know that like some people here are U.S. citizens, so they wouldn't. I know that they. I know there's like some kind of list of like countries, like risk countries and stuff like this. So especially if you have issues around this, try to talk to Julie openly, like about your travel plans and like some of your concerns. We're trying to gather like all of this information so we can provide clearer logistics, especially if you're in a like a situation where there's a lot of confusion, like around travel and around requirements right now. So if you have like any kind of interest, please, yeah, feel free to either contact me or Julie, and yeah, we're gonna be putting together like the whole plan. Are there any questions about this? Okay. So I think that's everything in our agenda topics. I know that we're probably finishing a little bit earlier. So does anybody have like some ideas or questions or anything that you'd like to bring up? Okay. So thank you for coming to the comms working group, and yeah, have a nice week.